I love this scene. I've never been a fan of any artist, any athlete, or anything before. I'm a fan of an ego. Oh my God. That's really weird. Anyway. I can't sing, but I decided I'd play some, not her, some of their music while I wait for folk to get on. Anyway, I really like their music. Oops. A lot of things that are above me do not come from the people I love, because then I get scared and then I get up and yeah. Anyway, hi! I decided to listen to some of her music while I was waiting for folks to get on. How are you? How are you? How are you? Greetings, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to everyone out there. My name is Kamishara. This is my corner. I'm the creative maker of Sensational Touch Bath and Body. Bath, body, or I should say skin, hair, and bath care products. It's a handmade product line that makes stuff that's good to smell, good to feel, just plain good. It feels good on you. It's good to the environment. It's skin friendly. It's eco-friendly. And it's a wonderful product. Anyway, enough about that. I'm here. I come on every Friday at 8 o'clock to talk about all things skin, skincare, and beyond. So sometimes we talk about skincare, sometimes we talk about skin things, sometimes we talk about hair care. And today, because of a situation that happened to me while I'm vending outside, so I like to do pop-ups. I just pop up anywhere, and I like to pop up on Flatbush and Caton for the most part every other day. So I'm there Tuesday through Friday, depending, if I don't have anything else to do that day, if I don't make any other plans. And I'm usually there. Okay, let me just turn this off. Yeah, I'm usually there. I could skip this and put back on the music. Okay, so I'm usually there. I pop up and I'm there most of the times. On the weekends, I like to be at Lincoln Road. So I want to tell a little story about an incident that happened in hopes that maybe, this is a story that will, to all of those mothers and fathers and aunties and uncles and friends out there who have a friend, a daughter, a niece, a son, a nephew, somebody else in their family or in their circle of influence who is like me, who is a business owner, a small business owner. And I say it that way because small business owners, when we take on the act of being a business owner and we doing it full time, and that is the thing that supports us, one of the things that happens is it's either going to take off or it's going to take its time. One or the other. It's going to take off or it's going to take its time. And regardless of what they are doing to get it, say it's taking its time, regardless of what that person is doing to get their business to another level, if they are passionate about it and if they love what they do and they are actively working at it day in, day out to make it successful, whatever that successful looks like for them, because being successful at business is not always making six figures. Being successful at a business may not even be to be profitable. It could be to make a difference, as long as it's not, say, costing them anything. Maybe they're just breaking even, but they know they're making loads of difference in people's lives. It could be that they're making profit, but it's not a whole lot, but it's enough for them to survive on and to live on and thrive in what their understanding of what thriving is. Maybe it is to make six figures. Whatever their idea of success is, if you can't support that thing, then it's best you just not say anything, because it takes a lot to be a business owner. It takes a lot of effort. A lot of times you work more than a typical 9-to-5er. So if someone has a job, and there's nothing wrong with having a job, I push for everyone to at least have a job. You have to have some type of work that you're doing, whether it be volunteer, intern, or full-time work. If you have a job, oh my goodness, let's turn that off. If you have a job, then you're working at that job for 8 hours a day. 9 to 5, 7 to 3, 10 to 6, whatever it may be. But when you have a job, when you have, a business, you're always working. You're literally, especially if it's a small business and it's just a sole proprietor like me, you're always working on your craft or at your business. And that is something that's, it's more hours than your typical job. It is a lot harder, I find, because you, especially if it's a one-man show, one-woman show, one-person show, you're everything. You are the marketer. You are the manager. You are the financial analyst. You are, you are customer service. You are product management. You are shipping. You are receiving. It's you, because you're a one-person show. So that takes a lot of hours, a lot of times. Why am I talking about all this when I'm usually talking about skincare? Because my skincare business is a business. And I had a situation that happened to me. And I'm really glad that I'm a type of person who doesn't take what people say heavy. I'm in my living room today. I'm usually in the back room in my studio. I'm in my living room, so that's the door. It's going off. People are talking. I apologize, but hey, that's life. People are about to come in my house, and I'm up front. I don't know. Maybe I should go in the back. I don't know. Anyway, I'm here now. So they're going to be coming in, so you're going to hear more noise. But so let me tell you about my story. So I'm outside. I pop up anywhere. So I'm at my normal pop-up place. I'm on Flatbush and Caton. I'm out there, doing my thing, asking people if they want samples, giving them samples, talking to potential customers and customers, selling my wares, how can my hair care? And as I say, selling soap, not dope, how can hair care? So I'm doing my thing. So this guy is sitting in a car behind me, sitting there for a while. And when I'm always, here's my thing. Someone comes by, I'm like, oh, handmade soaps and lotions, like try a sample. Handmade soaps and lotions, all natural. Would you like to try a sample? So I say that consistently throughout the day. I'm like always saying it. He's sitting in the car for a while, so he got to have seen that I was asking many people. But I guess he felt like I was talking directly to him. And I am, but I ain't. I am, but I am not. So I'm talking to everybody, not just to you. So he, he's in the car. He's like, well, no, thank you. I don't want anything. I'm like, okay, no, it's okay. Y'all can talk because you already got the bell. No more ring. It's okay. I'm usually in the back. And the people, folks, hi. People are coming in and saying hello. Their face is covered. All I see is eyeballs. But that's okay. It's cold out there. I have a face cover when I was outside. But anyway, he's in his car. I asked him if he wanted a sample. He was like, no, thank you at first. But then eventually he's like, what you got there? He said no thank you, but I don't think he really knew what I had there. What do you got there? I was like, oh, I got handmade soaps, lotions. I said, you want to try a sample? I said, just try some. See if you like it. So he tried some. He was like, well, I'm really interested in the soaps. I was like, yeah, they're handmade. I make them myself. And he was like, really? He said, yeah. I said, yeah, I make them myself. He's like, okay. Let me have one of those soaps. So he buys some soaps. I was like, okay, sure, do the transaction. I'm like, thank you very much. I'm usually here Tuesday to Thursday, Tuesday to Friday, not here on the weekends, so, you can catch me again. Let me know if you like it. I was like, cool. So, he's sitting there, he's looking at me, but I guess he's about to drive off, but before he leaves, he says, let me talk to you. I'm like, sure. He says, so, why are you doing this? He said, you don't have a degree? I looked at him and I said, "Excuse me?" I said, "Don't you have a degree? Don't you don't have no college? You don't go to college or nothing like that?" And I'm like, "Actually, I do have a degree. I have a bachelor's." And he looked at me. "So what are you doing here? Why are you on the street? Why are you here?" I was like, "Because I'm doing what I love." I have a college degree. I said, "Is there something wrong with what I'm doing?" I said, "All of those products on that table are products that I made myself. I developed the formula for them. I made them, and now I'm offering this wonderful product that I love to whomever else out here that might like it." I'm like, "What's wrong with that?" He just looked at me. And I said, "I'm doing what I love." I was like, I have joy. I'm working on my schedule. And it's legal. It's not bothering nobody. It's not creating mayhem or wreaking havoc on the community. I'm just standing in the corner, not selling dope. Because if I was selling dope, I bet you he wouldn't have called me over and said, "Do you have a degree? What are you doing?" So I say all that to say, I don't take what he said personally, and I don't take it condescending, but I do want to talk about it because someone else might. They might take it personally. That might have been the thing that broke the camel's back. Maybe that person, or maybe I was there all day and I didn't get one sale, and his was the only sale. And he's asking me, "Why are you here? Go do something else. Get a degree. Do something with your life," as if what I'm doing is not valuable. As if what I'm doing is not something that I'm doing with my life. As if what I'm doing is beneath doing something else. I'm like, are you serious? But I can't take it personally because that's his perspective. That's his opinion. That's his thoughts. That's the way he thinks. And I'm not necessarily out there when I'm out there to change people's perspective. Now, if we were engaged in a conversation and I wasn't working, doing my thing, maybe I would engage in a conversation. And I would, say something else to possibly open up his eyes or his mind to not everything that's worthy comes with a degree. Not every job that's worthy to have comes with a degree. There is absolutely nothing wrong with me popping up my shop on the street and saying, "Do you want to try it?" There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing low about that. There's nothing bad about it. There's nothing low about it. There's nothing beneath anybody else about it. Mind you, he bought this old. I hope he loved it. I hope he liked it. I hope he appreciated it. But, and I hope he didn't just buy it because he felt like, "Oh, I got to help with this poor child." Because, no. I appreciate the help, but I don't want you to think that there's something else I should be doing. The only thing I need to do is to continue to work at my craft, continue to work in my business, and find better ways to get more ways to get what I do out to people out there. Business people, to be honest with you, is what makes this world go round. We're creative. We're innovative. We're courageous. We are darn hard workers. You cannot have your own business and not be a hard worker. We employ other people. Now with the business that I'm doing now, I haven't employed anyone yet. But the business that I had before, I employed some people. I gave a friend of mine daughter a summer job. I employed another friend of mine part-time, and this is with my childcare business. So I actually created a job for 2 other people. Short period of time, because again, it's small business. Didn't have a whole lot of money, but I helped to employ other people. You gotta start somewhere. Your business is gonna start somewhere. Some people's business start on a high level financially. And others don't. But so what? Doesn't make the one that starts here financially and the one that starts here with this much money they'll make this company that starts up with this much money any better than the one that starts over here. No, they're just different. They just start in a different place, but they're all valuable. If I was to get a degree, as he was like assuming, like, well, you must don't have a degree because you wouldn't be here. Yeah, I do have a degree and I am here. I'm not here because I have to be. I'm here because I choose to be. I choose this. So many people have a job and they don't choose it. Now, there's nothing wrong with having a job, but at least make sure it's something that you can get passionate about. Make sure it's something that, you get up in the morning, you're like, all right, okay, I'm going to work. I got this to do. I got this to do. I have this to do. Yeah, I know what I'm going to do today. I know how I'm going to make this day function. I know what I want to get done by the end of the day. I know what I want to get done by lunchtime. And I know how I want to set things up for tomorrow because I love what I do. Have a job that you get up in the morning and you're excited about going to. Not that you're getting up in the morning and you're dredging. I'm like, oh, God, I got to go back to work again. Or you're like, oh, why can't there be one more day in the weekend? And you're dredging Mondays. I love Monday. I love every day. I get up and I'm out there in the cold, standing most of the time, sometimes sitting, but standing most of the time in the heat, in the sun. Sometimes it rains on me and I'm out there. I sure was out there in the rain for Atlantic Canada. We ended up leaving though. Me and a friend of mine. We were out there in that rain. We got soaking wet. But I have worked through many a rainstorms and rain pitter-patters. So I work outside for the most part because I do pop-ups. I pop up here, I pop up there. I do this event, I do that event. And now I'm doing this Sensational Touch full-time. I was doing it part-time before and I was still, popping up here and there and working in rain. But you work in the cold, you work in the heat, you work in the rain. I've never worked through snow. I don't do too many outdoor events. And I'm trying to think if I did. No, I've never worked through snow. I've never did an outdoor event and then it happened to snow. That's never happened to me. But yeah, I've worked through rain and I've worked through some seriously cold weather outside. You just have your outside gear and you do what you got to do. But yeah, if you have a family member that has a small business, if you don't have anything positive to say, if you don't have anything that's non-condescending, and yes, when you're asking them, why are you doing this? Why don't you get a degree? That's condescending, in case you didn't know it. That's condescending. Don't do that. Because they might be the person that's really on a brink of greatness or failure. Because usually, right, you don't know when your business is going to just, boom, take off and start to grow. Exponentially. Boom, boom, boom. Growth. You don't know when that day is. And here's the day. Here's the day we're in right now. Over here, you could be on the decision of saying, oh, okay, this is it. This is the last day. This is the last day. If this is the day that I'm going to make the decision to either continue to go forward or to just say, forget it. Freak it. I'm not doing this anymore. And that one thing that one person says could be encouraging you to say, oh, forget it. This ain't worth it. Now, that's not on that person. That's really on you because it's your decision. It's your decision. But we're influenced by things that people say. That's the human frailty. We are influenced by other people's thoughts, their opinions, their words, their gestures. Because we're human, we are influenced by those things. So to be a business person, you really have to have a strong disposition because you're going to get some comments. You're going to get some people saying some stuff. You're going to be like, did they just say that to me? The nerve. Like, what is wrong with you? Like, how dare you? So, yeah, he told me, why don't I get a college degree? Why don't you go to college? Get some schooling. I got schooling. I graduated. I have a bachelor's. I'm not going back. As a matter of fact, I'm in a course right now. I'm taking classes now, but it's not a degree course. It's a business course because I'm working on this business full time. I'm taking a business course to help propel my business forward. I'm not going back to college like that. No, I don't need to. I'm working for myself. I may work for someone else again, something I can get thoroughly passionate about, and I can get behind and get under and get in between and get through and know that I'm making a difference in the life of myself and the life of someone else. Because if I was to get a job, it would be just to help me propel this business further, in some way or aspect. And while I'm helping, whoever is benefiting from that job that I'm working on, but it has to be something I can get passionate about. It has to be something I can get behind, that I can, really, really like go at it and love and enjoy. If I can't love and enjoy it, why am I doing it? Why am I going to give up my passion for something that I'm not passionate about? That don't make sense. Why would I do that? Why would anybody, as far as I'm concerned? For me, it doesn't make sense. Maybe it makes sense for the next person. But for me, no, it don't make sense. I wouldn't do that. I would not go from working for myself for how many years now? Since before my kids were born. They're 20. My oldest is 25. For like 25 plus years. Why would I go back to working for somebody unless it's something that I was passionate about? Unless it's something that I said, yo, I like that. I could benefit that job and that job could benefit me. Because it's a give and take. If I'm not getting any benefits, it can't just be all about you. And it shouldn't just be all about me. It should be a give and take. That's what a job should be. It should be a give and take. You should be able to get something really beneficial. And for me, beneficial is not just monetary. It has to be something other than just monetary, because you can get just monetary anywhere. But if I'm going to work at that job, I'm going to get monetary, and I'm going to get something else that's going to benefit me. And I have to feel like I'm making some kind of a difference. That's just how I feel about it. Yeah. So when you see your small business person, when you see somebody out there on the street hustling, when your niece, when your nephew, when your sister, your brother, your auntie, your uncle, whomever, daughter, son, whomever, friend, when you have something to say about what they're doing, make sure, as they say, if you ain't got nothing good to say, just don't say nothing at all. Don't say nothing. You don't have to support them. It would be great if you do. But if you don't, you don't have to. You really don't. If you don't like what they're doing, if you think that they're doing this horrible, you think, oh, that's stupid, why don't you get a real job, as they say, then, just don't say anything. Just let them do their thing. Let them do their thing. And leave the saying to somebody who has something positive to say. That's what I came on here to say. Because I was like, what? This brother? I was like, yo, if I didn't have the strong disposition that I was, that could have been destroyed at both the camel's back. You never know. You don't know what kind of day I was having. Because, when you're out there vending, you have good days, you have not so good days, you have medium days. You have days where you're having a lot of sales. You have days where you have mediocre sales. And then you'll have days, because I've had some of those, where you're like, can I get at least one sale today? Just one. You're like, come on, and you're still working, and you're like, okay, I got one more hour to be here, and I haven't gotten a sale yet. So I've had those days. So, just be thoughtful with your words. Be thoughtful with how you talk to people. And this goes for anybody. But I'm just speaking in regards to business, because I'm a business person. That happened in that respect within a business aspect. But this goes to anything. Just be mindful of your tongue. I was listening to somebody on this social media app today, and they were talking about how, and it's true. Your words, they hold so much power. Your words are actually spells. So when you're saying if you're a Christian, if you're saying your prayer, if you practice some kind of other kind of traditions, when you're doing your rituals, or when you're saying your prayers, when you're just speaking, if you're a manifester and you're like, I manifest things into existence, when you're speaking, your words have power. Your words have power. The things that you say, what comes out of your mouth, is like a spell. It truly is a spell. Okay, they have power, and they affect, and everything around it. And if someone directs their words towards you, it's like they're directing that energy towards you. And if that energy is negative, they can direct the negative energy towards you. Your words have power. Now, if you direct your negative energy towards me, not everybody's not like me. You direct your negative energy towards me, boink, if it even gets that far. Boing, this force field. You're not penetrating my bubble. I'm a soap maker. I make bubble. I keep it a nice, strong bubble around me. And if you happen to pop it, remember, I'm a soap maker. I make another bubble. I keep myself protected in my bubble. My bubble of joy, my bubble of love, my bubble of peace, my bubble of happiness, my bubble of abundance, my bubble of success, my bubble of forward movement ever. Ever forward movement. Upward, forward, my bubble of getting over challenges. I bounce over my challenges because I keep a bubble around me. It's not that I don't experience them, but they don't break me. They're never going to break me because of the disposition that I have. But not everybody has that. Sometimes you're in the midst of growing that. And somebody else could, really knock that down. So remember, your words have power. Your words have power. So develop your words for yourself and develop your power for yourself for everything that you do, whether you're in business, whether you're working for somebody, whether you're unemployed at the moment, whether you're a full-time mom, whether you're a volunteer, whether you're an intern, whatever aspect you're doing, whatever takes up your time, you speak words of power into that thing that you're doing that's taking up your time. Speak what you want into your life. And speak positivity over people. People that you know, people that you don't know. People that you see every day. Somebody came over to me, and he's like, how am I doing? And I was like, I'm doing fine. How are you doing? He's like, oh. I'm like, you're here. So yeah, everybody say, but you're here. But I'm in pain. I'm in pain. And I'm like, oh. He said, I'm in pain. I'd rather be dead. And I was like, whoa. And I just looked at him, and I couldn't even think of anything to say. I just listened, and I was like, wow, but that was real for him. He's in so much. He said, I got all this work done in my mouth, and, I shouldn't have got it done all at the same time. I'm in pain, and I have these people around me, and he's just talking about all the negative things in his life, and I'm like, whoa. He literally said, I'd rather be dead than be in pain. But the pain you're in is the pain that you caused. If you're having pain with your body in your elder years, it's because of the abuse you did to your body in your younger years. So you have yourself to blame. Really, you have yourself to blame. If you have negative people around you that's causing you emotional trauma and pain, it's because of the choice that you made to have those negative people around you. You can make different choices. You can make different choices. If you don't want that pain, if you're tired of living with that pain, you could actually do something about it. Pain is telling you something is wrong. So pain is speaking to you. Is that challenge that you're saying, look, something's wrong, do something about it. It's just telling your body, it's telling you to do something so that your body will not continue to feel that pain. And that goes to all aspects of, he's just calling all this stuff to him. And I can't even say it's negative because, maybe it's not negative for him. But in my perspective, I was like, wow, you causing all this negativity in your life. But you're complaining about it. But you're calling it to yourself. And then you're saying, I would rather be dead. And I'm like, whoa, okay. Who am I to tell him something different? Maybe I could have. Maybe I should have. I don't know. I honestly don't know. What do you think? Put it in the comments. What do you think? Honestly, what do you think? Was there a better decision that could have been made at that point? I made the best decision that I thought I could make at that time. And I don't regret it. I just listened. Something inside me said, just let him talk. Listen, let him get it out. And I was like, whoa. I never expected him to say that. You're here. Usually when I say, well, you're here, they be like, that's right. I'm blessed. I woke up this morning. I'm walking. I'm doing this. I'm moving slow. I'm doing this way. I'm having challenges, but I'm here. But he said, what do you mean I'm here? So what? I'm here. I'm in pain. I'd rather be dead. And I was like, okay. I wasn't expecting that. So I just shut up and I let him talk. I was like, all right. Rather you get whatever the negative out. Can't get the pain out by talking. Well, maybe you could. I don't know. Words have power. But to my understanding, you can't just get the pain out by talking. You got to do stuff. You can talk, but then you got to do stuff too. You got to do stuff to bring that your body back in balance, so that your body's not saying, "Hey, something's wrong," and giving you pain, because that pain is just a message from your body saying, "Hey, something is wrong. Something is out of balance." So once you get that balance back within your body, energetically, physically, spiritually. Whenever you get that balance back, then that pain will subside because your body will be back balanced in health. So, but yeah, it was a trip. That was a trip. But words have power, so you gotta, speak power into stuff. Speak, positivity into things. Be mindful of what you say to people, because they might, that might be the thing that tips you over to the edge. Tips you over the edge, or the thing that pulls you back from the edge. So be the person that pulls somebody back from the edge. Don't be the person that pushes somebody over. I mean, remember, everybody else's decision, what they make and do in their life is their decision, and what they decide to do in their life, it has nothing to do with you. Your choices are your choices, and my choice is my choice. But I know for myself, I wouldn't like to think that something I said, something that I did, pushed somebody over the edge to the point where they're not returning, and it was not a positive thing. I would like to think that I said something that pulled them off the edge. Even though whether they go over the edge or not, it's not on me, because it's not my choice, it's not my life, it wasn't my decision. I can't do anything to change or to control someone else's decision. But sometimes your words and your deeds and your thoughts and things you say and the things you do affect other people. I put my finger in a puddle of water, it's going to create a ripple. That's the effect of putting my finger in the water. So sometimes that ripple can pull somebody off the edge. Sometimes that ripple can push somebody over. So try your best. In my opinion, we should try our best to be the ripple that pulls somebody off the edge. Remember that your words have power. Remember that you are in control of your life. You set the dynamic of your life. So whatever you do it with passion, do it with love, do it with joy. And don't let anybody push you off your box. If you want to be in a box, be in a box. If you want to stand outside the box, stand outside the box. If you want to stand on top of the box, then stand on top of the box. And guess what? When you get tired of being there and you want to be somewhere else, know that you can do that too. It's your decision. It's your life. You make the decisions. If something is happening in your life that you don't like, guess what? That's on you. Change it. You have the power to change it. Only you. People can affect your life, but they can't move your life. Only you can. And how much a person affects your life is how much you decide to let in. I don't decide too many people to let stuff into my life. I keep a bit of a bubble around me. People say, oh, you got a wall. Yeah, but that's okay. Maybe I like my wall. But it's not a wall, because it's more like a bubble, because I can see. And when I see stuff coming that I'm like, make that bubble, fortify that bubble. It ain't getting past this bubble. You're not getting nothing past me. No, not that I don't want to be past me. And if I let you in, and it's like, yo, I didn't like that, that's my fault. I can't blame nobody else but me, because you're going to be who you are. And I let you, who you are, into my space. Like, why did I do that? Get you out of my space. Cleanse you off of me. And now you got to move over. And that's within any respects. It could be a job. It could be a relationship. It could be a friendship. It could be a situation. It could be a group. It could be a conversation. It could be almost anything. So anyway, that's what I want to talk about today. I want to talk about not allowing people to push you away from something that you're passionate about. I want to talk about not being the person to push somebody away from their passions. Let you know that your words have power. Let you know that you have 100% control over what happens in your life. Nobody else. If somebody does something to you, they're not doing anything to you. They're being who they are. You're allowing them in who they are to affect you. Why are you doing that? If you don't like the effect, don't allow it to affect you. Put that shield of protection around you and keep the effect that they have away from you. It's really all on you. It's really on you. We have so much more control than we think over what happens in our lives. We have so much more control, and we give so much of our power and our control away. Yep. So I just wanted to say that. And that's really all I had to say today. We didn't talk too much about skin, but how does it affect your skin? Because all your choices affect how your skin is like the outer covering of you. It's like the thing that we show to the world, right? And when stuff is not going on right inside, it shows on your skin. So today we were dealing with, I guess, mindset, you could say. We're dealing with mindset. We're dealing with self-control, self-awareness, what we allow into our space, what we don't allow into our space. And how does that relate to skin? Because everything that we allow into our bodies, into our spheres of influence, whether it be negatively, whether it be physically, whether it be energetically, spiritually, they affect us and they show on our outer parts of our body, and that's our skin. Okay, so that's how it relates to skin. It comes into our sphere and it affects us. And we don't have to. We don't have to allow it to. We have more control over our lives than we give ourselves credit for. Yep, a lot more control. We have 100% control over our life. And what happens to us happens because of the decisions that we make. Literally, it's because of the decisions that we make. Yep, there's not much that we don't have control over. Maybe birth and death, and that's it. We didn't have control over when we were being born, whom we're going to be born to. That could even be debated. And we don't have no control over when we get out of here. You don't know. It's going to come. You don't know when it's going to come. You don't know how it's going to come, but it's going to come. Yep, that's all I have to say. Thank you for watching. For all those who are interested in taking 100% control over the things they put on their skin, click on over to the link in my bio and join the upcoming soap making class. We are making soap. I'm teaching you how to make soap from scratch. Teaching you, I'm giving you the knowledge, I'm giving you the power to affect what goes into the products that go on your skin. Yes, you get to choose all of the ingredients that go into the product that goes on your skin that you use every day. Soap. We use soap every day, several times a day sometimes, right? Well, who gets to choose the ingredients that go into that bar of soap that you're going to use? You can, by taking my class. You can take my soap making class. It's December 17th. It's going to be on Liberty Street in Queens. It is a class in Queens. And right now, there's still a sale going on. So we still do have our sale, 20% off of the price. The price is $189. 20% off of that is $150 something. I can't remember. But you can do you can pay in four. That's like $32, $33. You can do pay in four after pay, or through Klarna if you get the ticket on my Etsy shop. If you get it on my website, then you can do it through Afterpay. You can do pay in four, and it's just $33. $33. You're in the class. You're gonna have a full 3-hour workshop where you're gonna learn everything you need to learn to make soap from scratch. You're gonna make soap in the class. You can get added to my WhatsApp group for support after and getting you started with your first batch independently. You're gonna learn how to formulation. You're gonna learn how to formulate your own recipe. You're going to learn how to read a soap calculator. You're going to learn soap terminology. You're going to learn what to use, what not to use. That class is going to be followed by a sound bath with sound mystic Camilla Hadia. We did a live on, it's on my page. You can look for it, Camilla Hadia, sound mystic. She talks about, the benefits of sound. So we're having a sound bath after the class. And it's going to follow up with tea and chat and all that good, some snacks, all that good stuff. So we're going to have a really, really good time. You're going to have goodie bags, sensational goodie bags. Everybody gets a sensational goodie bag. And we're going to have a wonderful time. And you're going to have knowledge that you can hold on to for the rest of your life and pass down to your children, your friends. You can utilize for yourself. And you can make a business of it too. So, and it's less than $200 for something you can a sustainable skill that you can pass down to your children, that you can benefit from in your lifetime, that can help you take full control over the products that go on your skin, and can be a business. Less than $200. And you can get ticket for that class by paying in for $33. As little as $33, paying for. Click on the bio, link in my bio. You'll see the Sip, Soap, and Sound soap making workshop. It's a holiday DIY, so it's just in time. You're gonna be making soap just in time to either keep it for yourself or gift it as a holiday gift, because we're going into holiday season. So it's a holiday soap, sip, and sound gift soap making workshop where you learn how to make soap from scratch. And you're going to also get a chance to gift the soap that you make to a friend for the holidays. Depending on what you celebrate. Kwanzaa, Christmas, doesn't matter. You get to gift it or you get to keep it. You might want it for yourself. Gift it to yourself. Because you deserve a gift too. Okay? That's all I have for you today, guys. Don't forget, if you have not signed up for my skincare community, you can do so. Click a link in my bio. The first button is the skincare community. The second button is the soap making workshop. And the third and fourth and fifth buttons are all of my social media. YouTube, you can catch me on YouTube, see me making wonderful products, all that good stuff. Okay, I see you in the next video. See you next Friday. If you want anything that you want me to talk about, you can hit me up in the DM. I'll put it in the comments below. I will see it and might make a whole show about it. Okay, thanks a lot for watching, guys. I see you on the next video. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. I'm Kamishara. This is my corner maker, creative maker of sensational touch, skincare, hair care, bath and body products for you. Bye, guys.